Welcome to Openrelationshippodcast, Podcast, where we have open and honest conversations about everything from A to Z as it pertains to LGBTQ plus community and beyond. I'm your host, Rodney, and you can follow me on IG at I am Rodney Wash.
I'm your host, Marco DePrence, and you can follow me on IG at Marco DePrence.
And I'm your host, Solomon. You can follow me on IG at Solomon E. Stretch.
And I am Shazam. Well, y'all, for real, put Shazam on your prayer list. He's not really feeling well today. He does not have COVID. I want to put that out there. However, COVID is coming up again, so please wash your hands, wash your dirty ass, and make sure everything is okay. All right. And this is season 2.
Season 2.
Episode 20. I need to down this top of the line with a big behind.
That was my shit.
That's shit too. And in episode 51, if you're nasty. All right. Well, he was talking to today. Solomon, how was your week going?
My week has been trying. However, I will say thank God for therapy. I had a really good therapy session today that allowed me to work through some things, process some things. Still trying to figure out where I am with those things, but I'm here.
Continue, start, stop.
Continue, start, stop.
I love
think
it.
about it.
Yes.
Marco, how was your week?
My week is good too. I am in the process of transitioning from one therapist to another. So it's like at first I was very against it, but I was like, you know what? Things happen for a reason. Maybe this is a new chapter for me. Uncover new things. So I'm still trying to have our schedules aligned so we can have our first session. So
it's like
kind of exciting.
Breakup when you leave your old therapist.
Yeah, but he got promoted, so he's no longer seeing clients.
Oh wow,
he's the director now. So.
He said, "Help y'all, more money, less problems."
He told me before he left, but outside of that, it was good. Spent it here in Atlanta. Celebrated Black Pride. It was good. It was very. I'm so used to coming to Atlanta as a visitor, and now I got to experience as a resident, so it was like reverse psychology. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. So yeah, how was your week, Rodney?
My week was good. I went to Deviant.
Okay.
Yes.
The white party.
It's black.
It was a white party.
Oh, milk.
Yeah, milk. White party.
It's called milk.
Milk. Oh.
Yeah. No, you said white party. I'm like, what?
No. Oh. No. I meant the.
Yeah, it's called milk. It was. I was like, wait. I said white party.
He's like, me? Girl.
No. Look, the girl say I'm already racist. They put all these I'm transphobic. I'm racist. I'm a homo transphobic. I'm like blackophobic. Hell, I don't know what I am this week. But no, it was. But no, it was actually fun. I didn't do the park this year.
I didn't either.
Me either.
I really wasn't. I'm just leaving it for the girls who knew. I'm a mid-season gay. And I am okay with that. I don't know how, I'm not seasoned. I'm not up there, but I'm mid-season. You get your medium. I'm a medium. I ain't a 10 young Ronnie no more. But I enjoyed this chilling and really enjoying my friends and just really Deviant was enough for me. I did everything Saturday night up to Sunday morning.
What's everything?
Oh, did you?
I had a good time.
Time was had.
If you see me in the street, Shawty, you don't know me. But that's all I have for the week. Marco, take it away.
Ronnie, you are something else. All right, y'all. Before we get into this week's gossip of the streets.
Oh, wait. Before you go do that. Damn it. We skipped the whole little segments.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Baby, we got money. Look, I'm looking like, what the hell is that? Damn, see, you miss somebody, you get off track.
Okay.
Well, my sweet babies, you can donate to the podcast now. We have some money in here. Let up. So look, for you guys, if you want to help us, somebody said y'all do an hour is so short. If you want to go longer, we need more money. I want mind doing 2 hours. That's fine. We'll give y'all 2 hours. We need y'all to support. We pay enough.
That's
Come on.
true.
To start generating some income for openers, if you want to share for real, like we were using money up to make this better. We don't pocket anything right now, because we all have good jobs, but we might will in the future. So we want to start.
Amen for good jobs.
Yeah. But whatever money we get now actually go into production. So if you could please, whatever you can give, 5, 10, 15, 20 and higher, you can do. You can give by clicking the donate button in the podcast description box, or going to our website, clicking on donate. So you can do that. Donate what you can. Look, we take jangles too. It's a thought.
Do.
Anything counts. Look.
And if you want to continue to support us, you can make your way over to our YouTube channel and you can like, comment, and subscribe. And let me just go ahead and say that I love how y'all listen and follow directions. Because when I looked on YouTube yesterday, or I think it was earlier today, there were so many comments. I was like, openers. I'm so proud.
I just love y'all. Yes. And on Apple.
Yes. All right, y'all. You already know before we get into the...
I meant Apple, like how to 5-star bitches. Yes, and on Apple, you guys look like we started off at day 1. We seasoned.
We are.
So Apple, you guys, make sure you follow and give us 5 stars. That really does a lot for us. You guys help us with the algorithm, and as far as coming in, liking, and all that stuff. So make sure you get 5 star. We are 5-star niggas. Okay.
This week we're niggas.
I'm so glad we're not live, because Shazam would be at the house like,
crack.
What are they doing?
It's fucking up, child. See, you missing Link.
Okay, right?
Miss Latoya, girl. We need her. Come back, sis.
The internet was in shambles. Also, in the description box, another way you can support us, you can click the link. Apple is our official sponsor for Open Relationship Podcast. You will get 1 month of Apple TV or 1 month of Apple Music. And as always, your support is appreciated.
Thank you.
Yes. All right. So this week on the streets, in the streets,
ooh, so much.
A bit of everything. Yeah, the internet was very ghetto over the weekend. So I dived into reality TV a little bit just to relax. If you guys don't know, I don't watch reality TV. I used to be very big on Bad Girls Club, Love and Hip Hop, Real Housewife. Like, it was a thing for me. But I had nightmares and all that stuff. But I was like, let me just tap into it. So there has been this viral clip from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Erica Mena and Spice had a sit-down / verbal fight / argument when they were supposed to come together and be one. Some things were said from Spice. Spice said, your son doesn't even like you. Erica flipped the table over and called Spice a slur. And that slur was monkey. I hate that this happens.
What is Erica race?
I thought she was mixed.
I think she Afro-Latina. The people who don't know. And Spice is Jamaican.
Yes. Sorry. Small detail, big difference. Yeah, I hated it. I hate when women like argue and fight. It's not nice. There was also, I dived in the comments too. One of the questions was, so when is it wrong? And Tamar actually said it on Dish Nation. When is it wrong to jump that hurdle to talk about kids? And if somebody does talk about kids, what am I supposed to do? I understood where Tamar was coming from, because if I had children and somebody was talking about me, I'm blacking out, and whatever comes out of my mouth, we're just going there. Not saying it's right, but in the midst of having an argument with somebody, something about something will trigger you, and you just lose it. And I would think that kids is one of those things. So I always think that kids is off the table. You can talk about my character, you can talk about the situation, whatever the case may be, but keep my kids out of it.
I'm with you. When did it become rules to what you can say in an argument? I never heard of a nice argument, when you argue with somebody, nobody say, that's why you're ugly. Yo mama. You know what somebody triggers is, and who are you to tell me what would trigger me versus what would not? If you talk about my child, if anything your child come out your mouth, I might say I don't know what I would say. And I'm just keeping it real. I might say, you black, ugly bitch. You ashy bitch. You know what I'm saying? You dry lip bitch. You big lip. Like, I don't know what I would say. Like, whatever I see and I see a reference, I'm coming for that ass. And I'm going to hit your ass. So, I don't understand what's a big deal. Because, like, you can't tell me, what if you say your mama, my mama dead, so you be canceled because you say your mama? Like, it don't make any sense to me. You cannot tell me how to react. That's all I'm trying to say. If you say something to me and I react, you cannot say how I react. Period.
Point blank.
That's how I feel.
I mean, I don't know. I love to think that I would take the high road.
Michelle Obama.
I would love to think that I would be above it. But at the same time, like, I don't... It really just depends on the day. I think the human aspect of us just takes over, and especially like when we are being protective, because like we signed on for a podcast, and so the people in our lives, they didn't sign on for a podcast, and so
that's true.
They don't need or deserve to be talked about, and so like if I sign on for a reality show, anybody in my life who isn't specifically on the reality show and who isn't being showcased, they don't deserve to be talked about or brought up in any kind of way. And so I will take certain precautions to protect them. And so if you catch me on a bad day, you catch me on a bad day. I'm a big believer in being aware of yourself. And if you are prepared for an ass whooping, be prepared for an ass whooping.
I guess what everybody's saying, should she have been fired for calling Spice a monkey? That's the big takeaway. She got fired because she called Spice a monkey. And then the next episode, Spice called a black girl a giraffe. She said, you ugly giraffe. So, to me, what is the difference? We want to throw race cards all the time. Oh, they should be canceled because they said this. Well, we call each other niggas. We made an endearment word that was really harmful and dirty, had a dirty meaning. And we say it almost in our vocabulary. What's up, my nigga? But that meant so how you say words involved? But I ain't put that on you. But
the N word is not going to evolve. It's not going to evolve across cultures. Like it may evolve, within our culture, and we may use it as a term of endearment or a kinship. But when someone else says it, because
it's still wrong. Yeah, but I don't know. See, I don't see.
And monkey has the same connotation for. It may be different from different generations, different perspectives. Like I grew up in an era, like I grew up in Savannah, Georgia, where, racism was prevalent. And it's like outside of Atlanta, it's also one of the centers for the civil rights movement, like Savannah, Augusta, Macon, like all of these areas. And so you hear about how white people, Latinos, or whatever, they would call black people monkeys to put them down. They would call them the N-word. They would call them anything. And so when anyone outside of your identified race calls you one of those words, it's triggering.
But then you have wetback, which is a bad word we talk about. It's
a slur.
A slur. You say chinks. I didn't know chinks was a slur, but that's like saying the N-word in their community. Then you say trailer park trash, that's an insult.
All of it's wrong.
So for me, I guess...
Let me just say how brave you are to say those things.
Yeah, I mean, it's the truth. I mean, I'm just trying to keep them on. This is a real podcast, right?
Yeah.
So, like, I guess for me, we in an argument, does that make you a racist if you say you like a monkey? Because what if if I said it to a black person, would I be racist?
You're black. You identify black?
I do.
Okay.
I understand they might say you light skin, you can't say, like, it's so many rules. That's what I'm trying to say. why is there rules when you are upset?
There's rules, period.
They are. I agree with that. So for me, I'm like, if you poke me and I respond, you can't tell me how to respond. If you doing this, I'm sorry, I ain't even tired. And then you get tired, you gonna get tired of me poking. Then I just poked you. Why you punching me in my face? What? Like, you can't tell me not to punch. You touch me. You know what I'm saying?
But the thing is, it's like when you poke the bear, you see the bear's true nature. And so when you are in an argument and you get poked and then a racial slur comes out, or you want to talk about somebody's children, or you want to talk about something outside of the current moment, then it shows who you really are.
I think both parties are wrong.
Definitely. I think they both should be fired.
However, Spice did come there for a fight. She did. That's the truth. Erica was not trying to be on that, but you missing her son, then she went crazy. This is how I feel.
I agree. I think they should both be removed from that franchise or the whole network. And I also think production should do a little bit better about editing before. I mean, yes, this is a conversation that needs to be like us, we can have this conversation, but like, I think production sometimes majority of the time they know what they're doing. Yeah,
I mean, people fought on there, like, did all kind of stuff. Like, so which one outweighs the other to me? Like, people rolling. Steve J got beat up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, beat up. And they still stayed on the show. So, people mamas on the show, call somebody a crackhead, a pipe user, straight shooter. Mama D said that to Erica, mama.
Yeah.
I don't know. I could go on about that, but I don't know.
Moving on, Pinky Doll. On August 28th, Pinky Doll is a famous Bigo user. She got internet famous from doing the emojis that come across the screen: hot dog, ice cream.
Yeah, she talked like she's slow. I saw the award show, but I'll let you finish. I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
I personally don't think that's really her. I think she's doing it to make money. She said she make $5,000 a month for just doing that.
Come on, bitch.
Just online.
Hot dog.
So if somebody, so somebody,
pay me.
No, for real, I would set my phone up and everything.
If I got an X law to get money, sign me the fuck up.
But there was a huge rage on Twitter, and they were debating about why she looks light skinned on the filters, and then she's beautiful, dark, gorgeous, chocolate woman on stage. How is that perceived? Why is she doing it? First of all, I don't like filters, so I never really used it unless, photo shoots, but...
A famous philosopher said, take me as I am, Mary J. Or have nothing at all. I love that song, baby. This is our song.
You get on my nerves.
Something seriously wrong with you. So yeah, I also, like, where this is coming from, I hate the filter thing because I actually compared the two. I Googled her. I was like, she is like extremely like dark, respectfully, and she's gorgeous. But like on the actual phone, she is like probably as light as you.
That's a reach because I looked at it myself because I said, let me see. She looks brown skinned. I'm not gonna say light skinned. Mm-hmm. She gives me, but she's not so.
Wait, on the filters?
On the filter, she looks brown, like a brown skinned girl to me. Like a Shanti color. She don't give me Alicia Keys. If that makes sense what I'm saying. Like, it's like K. Michelle. She's really K. Michelle complexion, but she looks like a Shanti in the filters.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
She don't give me light skin. You see it? I don't see it.
She's not giving light skin. She's giving brown.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
But she's definitely more chocolate when she was at this award show.
But she's beautiful. But I mean, that's her makeup. Who can we tell about her makeup? I don't know. I don't see a big deal. When does black become black and then black comes separation with your hue? when we win awards, oh, thank God, oh, don't go black person, go black woman. You can be whatever hue in the world. Mm-hmm. But then when you go sometimes, oh, she going in because she's brown skin or she don't like her color. I'm just tired of that conversation. It's so draining. When I said, I said, this girl don't look light skinned. I was like, she looks brown skinned with the filter, but she don't look like my color.
The videos I seen, we all got different eyesights, but yeah.
Not yet. So I'm looking at a whole spectrum of Pinky Doll. Like, I'm seeing her light skin, I'm seeing her brown skin, I'm seeing her chocolate. And so, I mean, there's definitely variation.
Show me what you're looking at, because I must have to see that.
So this I would consider brown, right?
Yeah, it's brown.
Then this would I could consider chocolate, and then this, and then that.
Yeah, that's the video.
That's not light skin to me. Let me say that.
No, but this is lighter than this. And so when I see this and then this walks up on stage, I'm going to be a little confused.
I'm not negating the confusion. I'm not saying that's not. I would be confused too.
Okay.
However, like, what's that famous baseball player or singer? He was brown skinned. Now he's a whole.
You mean Sammy Sosa?
Like, that scares me. To see Sammy back in the day, see Sammy now. Bitch, that's two different fucking people.
Sammy Sosa.
But it was shot. I'm like, who the fuck is this? But like, she does look like herself. It's just a different color of herself.
I hate it. I hate it. If I see you on stage as a beautiful dark-skinned woman, that's what I would like to see on your profiles and lives and things. But continue to get your bag, get the money.
But what about the girls and boys who don't really have the 32 inches of hair and like a whole complete person without makeup, or the men who wear man wigs now, and then when they take off that wig, they like. I mean, so where do you draw the line?
For me?
Yeah, that's in general. Like, is that not considered like you impersonating somebody when it's not really you? When your hair is really like your hair is this long, but your hair way down here.
Mm-hmm. It's extensions. Women wear wigs all the time.
Sometimes people wear makeup and they take that shit off. I'd be like, I'm just saying.
Yeah, the palette is a little heavy sometimes.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what's the difference?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really pay attention to makeup, so.
Okay.
Like,
you don't.
Really... I like a. When I see people in makeup, I like a natural light beat.
I'm a natural beat too.
So like, not me personally.
Because when Rodney said it, I was like, really not Rodney?
Not me personally, but like,
I ain't putting on no
all
makeup,
my female
girl.
friends, some of my men friends that wear makeup, just a natural light beat, just cover up the blemishes and things. So
okay.
Not a full different face.
It's Halloween.
Another person that has been under fire. This one actually really irritated me. Funky Dineva. Did you guys see this clip?
I saw that.
I didn't. What happened?
So he was on Fox Soul. He was bashing Chloe, excuse me, I cannot talk today. Bailey, saying she's ugly and talentless and just like very degrading. His two co-hosts was just sitting there and just like holding it all in. I think it's very unfortunate that just because you have a mic, that don't mean you can just talk down on every individual that you do not like. Now, if you're going to say something, stand on your ground and keep that same energy. Don't come back a week later and try to apologize and clean up your mess. That's the frustration that I have. You already said it. Like, it's already out there. Don't try to convince me that, I didn't mean it like that. No, you said what you said. And you're on a big network, you have a big following, and you're one of the gays. So, like, you have a whole community and network behind you, and you doing foolishness like this.
So what did the backlash look like?
They dragged him all through Twitter, calling him ugly.
He called her ugly, said she's talentless. And what else? He's a lot of shit that I was like, I would fight him out with her. If I was her,
literally,
and he was a girl, it was on site when I see you. Because he dragged her. Dog walked her. Dog shit walked her. Bad.
Like, you would have thought that they had beef.
Yeah.
Like, that much. It wasn't like, oh, she's ugly, she's talented. No, it went on probably like for 3-4 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All because she said her sister wasn't pregnant.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
all she said was, sister.
Pregnant.
Everybody was speculating, oh, your sister pregnant? And she's like, y'all, my sister's not pregnant. Leave her alone. And then he said all of that.
Mm-hmm. Out of nowhere.
For me, I'm all for freedom of speech.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very big on that because I feel like it's going to get taken away. So stand in your shit. I'm with you. If you say it, you said it. It's done. Don't come back a week later like you said talking about, oh, I'm sorry. Because you could tell his apology. He didn't really mean his apology.
He did not.
You could tell he said they wanted me to do this, so I'm coming up and do this. And I respect that when he said that. I'm like, at least you a real bitch. I can fuck with that. However, if you mean it, you mean it. Stand in it. It is what it is. Your backlash is your backlash.
Right. And she is talented, so I love the Bailey girls.
Solomon?
I don't know. I'm confused. Like, from what you all described, I just don't get it.
Yeah,
Same.
a lot of people
we didn't get it either.
A lot of people was like, where did this come from? And then I'm more disappointed in the co-host not stopping it. Like, y'all just sitting there.
Letting him do this.
And they're just like.
And you seen it on their face. Like, they were nervous. Like, they probably wanted to exit, but it was all on video cam, man.
And like, that's a Beyonce artist.
That's the first thing that I thought of.
Well, I mean, regardless of her being a Beyonce artist, like being a co-host, we'll probably talk more about this later, but holding somebody accountable, and not only is, like, for me, Chloe is a stranger, but not only is she a stranger, I mean, that's somebody's child, right? She's a young woman. She's not a child, but she's a young woman, and we've had so many conversations about not just black on black crime, but just black on black hate, and that's just an example of black on black hate. Why do we feel, and I'm saying we just generally, why do we feel so comfortable to tear down someone publicly? For what?
And one thing he pointed out too that I want to address while we're on the top, I forget. He was like, "You a flip flopper. 1 minute you want to be sexual, next minute you want to come back. You oh sorry." Fucking Aniva, you probably in your 40s. I don't know how old he is. I'm just guessing.
He's definitely up there.
Unless you might be in your
Allegedly.
40s. Let me say that. However, Chloe is like 21, 22.
22.
She's still learning. Like, she might one day want to be sexualized. Again, children change, right? But, children can't change. Let me go down there. But people change how they want to present themselves.
40.
She's 40. Look like it. But,
Period.
like, she might want to come out and be, and she might want to be godly next time she presents. That's her business.
Right.
She should have the, what's the word we're looking for? Jesus.
The right?
It was another word. I was trying to sound smart, but I can't think of it. She should have the right. It's another word for
autonomy.
Thank you. It couldn't come out. Autonomy to be who she wants to be, and that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah, I hated it. And last but not least, I just want to let the openers know: protect yourself. As we mentioned before, COVID is at a rise again. The First Lady tested positive for COVID, pronounced by CNN today. So just wash your hands, protect yourself, and
not Clan Clark Sheard. We talking about the president's wife.
You just so random.
They gonna beat me up.
yeah, so just protect yourself, because what we experienced for 3 years was very scary.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Yeah, so Situate with Shazam. Situations with Shazam.
Yes.
Sound like a song.
Friends.
Now, who the hell is that? Houdini?
Houdini.
Houdini. Oh, Houdini. I know the song. I didn't know Houdini.
Friends.
What kind of name is that, child?
How
Well,
many of us have them?
we gonna talk about friends. Hey, how many of us have them?
Let's be
Friends. The one you can depend on.
Friends.
Thank
Ooh.
you. Yeah.
All right.
I see what you did.
There you go. You
I
see?
what you-
I heard a good note.
Houdini. So that was really loud. I'm sorry, y'all, for your ears. So, friends, how many of us have them? So, what are your expectations from your friendships?
Give me more.
So, I don't. Okay. So this, we are openers, and we proud of keeping it real, and I'm gonna keep it real as possible, but not share too much because I don't know where this friendship might go. So, I'm the type of friend. I don't care who's there, whatever. If you ask me to really come somewhere, I'm really gonna show up. I'm not gonna ask. Let me say, I do ask who's there. I am that person, but whether if it's 15 or 20 people, if you really say, I really don't should come with me, I'm really gonna show up. Birthday dinners, whatever it is that you need me to show up in, I'm coming. Call me at 5 o'clock in the morning and say, hey, I just need somebody to talk to. Me and my boyfriend going through. I just need you to just come and mediate. I'm there. That's the type of friend I am. And I think a lot of times we cut people off or get disappointed with friends. You feel like you want the same expectation of what you give, you're not receiving. And that's the kind of season I'm in right now. I feel like I'm always there when you need me there. But then when I want you here, when I need you here, it's an excuse, it's this, it's that. And I'm just like, so are we really friends? Are you more like a turn up? Like, what category should I put you in? And when I say friend, I put you in all the categories. You can go out with me, go to church with me, whatever, cry, whatever. I think I need to learn how to compartmentalize people in certain areas. Because now I just look at that person, I'm it's sad because I love that person. But it's like, well, if you can't really show up when I want you to show up, what are we doing?
I agree. For me, I have this one best friend. I mean, I have best friends, but I have this one best friend who sets the standard. And so he could hear something in my voice and will be like, within a minute, will be like, do I need to come set eyes on you? And that, like, I appreciate that. I'm the type of person who will be like, if something's going on, people will be like, well, do you need anything? And I probably don't need anything tangible. And I probably don't even know how to vocalize what I need. But, like, this one friend will be like, I need to set eyes on you just to make sure that you're okay. And I really appreciate that. I think this conversation might be right on time because, they say you can't expect you from other people. And I was mopping my kitchen floor the other day, and that thought came across my mind, and I was like, but why not? Why can't I expect me from other people? Because I have a standard and a protocol when I'm with my friends. If my friends need anything, I'm there. If they are short on money, I may be able to provide it. If they have an event, I'm going to support them. If they're starting a business, I'm going to support them. I'm going to buy their shit, right? And that is like my standard. So when I'm doing things, like, I expect some sort of support. If you don't do it, I'm not going to mention it, but I want it. I want it back, right? And so why not? Why can't I expect me from other people? And that also just allowed me to think about, maybe I just need to start choosing. Let me choose these words correctly. I don't want to say better people, but maybe I need to start identifying who are actually my friends and who are really just acquaintances. Because like friends, like they show up like I show up. And I'm also one of those friends, like I will disappear for weeks and months because I'm doing my grind or I'm lifing. But if you call me, if you text me and you're like, I'm in trouble. All right. I'm dropping shit and I'm like, what do you need?
So I tend to expect me out of my friends, which hasn't always been the greatest experience. A good friend of mine, we kind of got in a disagreement of our friendship and how we both look at it. So we went a couple of weeks, almost a month without talking. So it's not fresh on the table. And I was like, hey, so our energies is off. We haven't been talking lately. I haven't seen you. I was like, let's just talk. And this individual was like, well, you know, I got this going on, X, Y, and Z, and you just haven't been there. And I was like, well, let me explain to you why I haven't been there. This topic is not healthy for me as an individual. I don't know how to show up for you because I'm still struggling with it. So that's where our communication was. And I was like, well, and I also wasn't a good friend because I didn't explain it to you in the moment. We had to have all this happen and stop talking and things. But what's a quick question to be like, how can I show up for you today? I know I'm not good at this conversation or this situation, but let me challenge myself to maybe better it with you, but also within myself so then I can take it on the back burner and see how I can attack it on my end. So friends, like I treat as my family, just like you. Like if anybody was to call me if my friends was to call me in the middle of the night and was like, hey Marco, I'm in trouble, I'm jumping up out of sleep, I have favorites, only certain people, my friends can get through on my phone because I hate getting woken up out of my sleep. But yeah, I tend to expect me out of people, but it's still a learning stage for me.
I think what I'm gathering from hearing both of y'all's stories, and thank you for sharing, because this is really, like, this is going on now. Like, now. I have talked to a person like 2 weeks, and we talk every day, all day. So it's kind of weird not to hear from somebody who you talk to all the time. And now it's just like, damn, like, I miss you, but I have to set a standard for how you need to treat me, how I allow you to treat me. I just can't let you do everything you want to do. And then I hear mad on the inside, never expressing it. Then when I express myself, this would piss me off. You said, bitch. We call each other bitch all the time. I'm not offended by that. You really mad at that? And I was like, I really am. Like, that really, you really offended me. And he never replied back, so I left it alone. Like,
not you really mad, yeah.
Yeah, you questioned that. You might have been a serious question, and I told you yes. And so now it's like my feelings don't matter, so now I don't care no more. Now it's like, hey girl, see you when I see you.
Are you gonna close that relationship, or are you still trying to decide?
I am just going to focus on things that makes me happy, and be around people who appreciates me. Not saying we won't never be friends again. I'm just not going to reach out and beg you to talk to me. If I tell you I have a problem, I feel like you should at least try to hear what I want to say. You didn't reply. But if you would have said the opposite thing, I would say, well, okay, let's talk about it. If I really hurt your feelings, friend, what I like, you know what I'm saying? That's me. So that just tells me, I don't know what it tells me. I think I know what it tells me, but I'm just trying to really figure it out.
Understandable.
We still watch each other's stories. So I'm like, bitch, I see you in my stories. Like, like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm scrolling, the person say, oh, this bitch watching me. Well, like, you won't call me. So I don't know if I would say I think he misses me because, like, we talk all the fucking time. But it's just like your pride, and you should have pride with your friends.
What do you want?
I just want to acknowledge that it really hurts my feelings. Like, I want to. It's really like this ain't the first time this happened, and I can own that. But I just put shit under the rug because, like, that's my friend, right? But like you made a good comment. I think what you or Shazam said. You can't choose your family, but you can choose your friends. Like, if I have a fucked up cousin who they say about shit, that's my cousin. But if I have a fucked up friend, I don't have to be around you. Like I choose to be around you. That's more of an honor to me. Like I choose to spend my time with you, versus I have to. Like if I go to grandma's house, I know I'm gonna see your ass. You know I don't fuck with you, but I have to be around you. But I don't have to. But I choose to be around my friends. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm also learning, and so I can be very stubborn. Mm-hmm. I think y'all got a taste of that when we were having our conversation before the show. So I can be a little stubborn, maybe a lot of stubborn, and I'm also understanding that a lot of what I experience is because of something like you just said, like you sweep things under the rug, you let things pass, and I'm learning now that as a friend, I can't let things pass because I have to show you who I am every step of the way. And if I only show you pieces of me, you're going to continue to give pieces of you and not like you're not getting his whole self, because you said his pride is in the way, or potentially his or her. I don't think you ever specified.
His.
Yeah. But you specify that, or you stated that they don't seem to care about your feelings. And if this is truly a friend, there would be an apology. Like, I apologize. Maybe, I don't believe in that. I'm sorry, but I apologize if this hurt you. There should be some sort of, what is the word? Atonement? Some acknowledgement that we're not good. Mm-hmm. And as a friend, I would want to know, how can I fix it? How can I write my part?
Yeah. And I'm not saying I'm perfect, so I want to put that out there. However, like he FaceTimed me, we decided to do at work, FaceTimed me, I ignored it. Then he sent that message about, haha, bitch, you really mad at that? And I said, yes, that really bothered me. And then it was nothing.
Why'd you ignore the FaceTime?
Yeah. Because I didn't want to say nothing mean. And I was still angry at the moment. And I was like, and so when he texts, I'm like, girl, I'm not fuck with you right now. Like,
hold up now, because now we got more pieces of the story.
No, I'm saying, so he called me like how we always talk, like, hey girl, what you doing? Mm-hmm. I ignored it because I'm like, I'm mad with you right now. Does that make sense what I'm saying? And so then he texts like, oh bitch, you must be mad about what happened on such day. And I said, yes, I'm dead ass serious. That really upset me. And then it was nothing after that.
But what? Okay, I get it. You are entitled to be angry, and you are entitled to not answer your phone. And what if that was an opportunity to have the conversation?
I felt just me again, because I'm always sweeping stuff under the rug. I said I'm gonna take a stance today. I'm not gonna just let this keep happening, because it's affecting me.
But what if it was an opportunity to actually say, while you're on FaceTime, hey friend, when such and such happened, I felt such and such way. Let's talk about it now.
That's true, and I can give you that. However, for me to not answer your FaceTime, because I always answer your FaceTime no matter what's going on, you should really, if you are my true friend, you should know that really bothered me. And the fact you text me because you knew what I hung up in your face for, you should have said something, and you didn't.
But so my thing is like, there's tension here, right?
Yeah.
So there's tension here. I call. I know there's something going on, and then you reject me. So when you hang up on me and when you reject me, what am I gonna do? My pride is gonna get, or my ego. Let's say that my ego is gonna step up a little higher.
Well, I think it's the ha, bitch, you really mad at that.
That's the ego.
He could have easily said, hey, I was just calling. Just let me know when you want to talk. Would that made you feel a little bit better?
It's okay. So if he didn't text, right, hung his face, I'd probably call the end of the day and say, girl, I hung up on you because X, Y, and Z, like this, whatever. The fact that when I hung up, you instantly texted me and said, ha, big girl, you really mad about what happened that day? And I said, yes, I'm dead ass. That really hurt my feelings. And you say nothing after that. So I'm acknowledging that you hurt my feelings. I can give you fact, your pride, hunk in your face. Fine, I can take that. However, I'm letting you know, like, that is really serious. You really hurt my feelings. Like, and you don't say nothing.
I think this comes back to you can't expect you out of people.
And that's and I think what I have to do, and this is just me speaking, and this not even gonna put all this on him. This is any friend I have moving forward. If you don't show up how I feel like I need to show up, I'm gonna address it. I'm gonna learn to address it, and we'll have a conversation. And if it happens again, that means you don't really care how I feel, and I'm gonna leave you alone.
Did y'all really have the conversation though?
No, we didn't. It's been 2 weeks.
But you just said, if we're going to have a conversation about it, if it happens again, like, y'all haven't had the conversation about it.
I'm not reaching out. Call me Dr. Jackie and he can be Simone or vice versa. We ain't talking right now.
Rodney, reach out.
That's fair.
We just ain't talking.
Look, I'm not telling you to reach out.
And I'm
just
not saying I don't
saying,
love him. I love him down. I would never come in here and act like he's not like I don't love him. But however, we need to talk.
You do.
And I'm leaving it at that.
But let me say this. You don't need to talk. You don't need to do anything. If you do nothing, things will be just like they are. You just won't talk. Yeah. But if you do talk, then maybe you can come to a place of understanding. Maybe there could be some reconciliation. I don't know.
I'll put it in God's hand. Give it to Jesus. Let us see. People just don't know what I'm about. They don't see what hides behind my smile.
You better sing Let Us See. Let's see, what else? What else do I need from a friendship? I need accountability. I appreciate I don't always do the right thing. And I need people in my life who are going to say, yo, you tripping a little bit, or you tripping a lot of bit. And it gives me an opportunity to see myself, to step outside of myself and see how I am navigating the world, or navigating other relationships. We had conversations earlier today about the workforce.
This gonna be the menage a trois to y'all. We just gonna
carry the conversation. But we were talking about a work situation earlier today, and just getting y'all's perspective. I was just like, damn. And everybody's like, Solomon, you might be a little rough, or you might be a little mean, and I'm just like,
I just think you're very direct.
I am.
And I'm not gonna say too much situation because it's personal. However, you just gotta see it from their viewpoint too, and then see how you drop the ball as well. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
I receive that.
I like that you're direct.
See, he'll be a good employee for you.
Yeah, like
you want a job?
I mean, I just let me know what I fucked up on. How can I improve? And what are we gonna do going forward? Because I just don't take sugarcoating and just trying to pass things. No, just Marco X, Y, and Z. This, that, and the third. I think we both had conversations outside of the podcast, and I was like, oh. Okay, cool. I got it. Like, it didn't come off mean or evil or anything. I personally felt like it was very genuine and came from the heart. So
I would say this reason why I respond differently with y'all two new people, and not trying to say all employees, just this new group of friends we have, because I was told previously that I'm too direct. I think I'm more direct than Solomon. I can be. When I have it,
but see, that's why I think that's why
me and Solomon get along, because I can call Solomon like, "Girl, I'm about to go the fuck off," and he'll cut me down, and like, you know what I'm saying. So like, I have to learn how to say it. Me, what I say, being a different approach, right? Even at my job, I'm learning how to, because I'm still very direct, but I'm learning. Everybody don't learn the same, receive the same thing. I might could tell you to do something. I have to physically grab your hand and show you what to do. Versus this one, hey, I need this, and they know what to do. People learning styles are differently. And when you receive feedback, and you're like, you know what, I want to make sure that this new group of guys feel like just feel like they're not for more as like employees. Like we're one team, and I work on that person. I hope I'm doing a good job. Yeah, but but I'm just something I receive feedback on, and I take everything. Even though I don't like that person, but I received it. Like I received what he said.
And for me, is I don't have a thing about liking people. Like it's that never comes up for me. Like I don't feel any kind of way about work, right? Like I love my job, and so when I come in, I just do my job, and I hope that other people do their job and that they love their job as well. And at the same time, I think what makes us different is like you might be a little more expressive. Like I'm dry as fuck, and so when when I'm direct, it just sounds like directive, as opposed to you might be a little more energetic. And
be like, for example, let's just say you come late, so I'm like, you're late. Well, you late again.
That's you.
But I mean what I was saying, like don't be late no more now. So like, late again, you're fired. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm actually not. I'm not
We're gonna have
that
a different
bad.
conversation.
I'm not that bad. Typically, like I'm like, if you're already gonna be late, you could at least buy me an energy drink.
Not you trying to buy the girls off.
Or breakfast. You're already late.
Right?
Because I shall be going to work
How do you
with
start
food.
doing that then?
But look, don't come in here and be late and then only bring yourself breakfast. But like, if you're already late and you have breakfast, stop about the stop. Everybody knows what I drink. Like,
Bring a dozen of donuts.
I don't need no donut. Bring me an energy drink. I don't even care if you bring other people's stuff. Bring me an energy drink, and then we could talk. We have a conversation about you being late. But so I'm more like that. Because I do want the work environment to be relaxed.
Yeah,
but when things
that matters.
That it's absolutely important. But when things need to get done, things need to get done.
That matters too.
Where are we?
No, we're fine. We at 7.
Oh, are we ready for the menage a trois?
I'm enjoying the conversation, but yeah, menage a trois.
Well, what else? So before
The
we get
letter,
because
yeah.
I mean it's all the same thing,
Yeah.
really. We're talking
Yeah.
about relationships. So, I just brought up accountability. What else do you guys need from your friendships?
Love. I think.
Write that down. I never heard of that before.
Yeah, I'm
not
like-
saying it's weird.
No,
I just
no,
never
no.
heard
I
that
actually
aspect.
felt good when you said that.
Yeah, me too. That's why I said like that's part something I never thought about.
I'm very expressive. Like I'm always like, love you, friend, love you too, or I'm like, give me a hug. Like I missed you. Like very expressive, like with just love and like feeling loved. And that's one thing like I just cherish. Like I know some of my friends, I'd be like, oh, give me a hug, and they give me a church hug. I'm like, give me a hug. And they'd be like, oh, yeah, you're a hugger. I'm like, yeah, I miss you. It's been 2 weeks. I ain't seen you. So.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah. And it's funny.
I never thought about it like that. Like, I like how you did that.
Yeah, and I didn't think about it. I don't think about it typically. But I would say, like, since I started my yoga journey and being in a group of black male yogis that are like, love you, brother. Like when we get on the phone, when we see each other, when we're just in conversation, I have yoga brothers who are very affectionate and want to hug and cuddle, and it's platonic. And I'm just like, I missed, like, where's this been all my life?
That is so sweet.
Yeah. And
You want a hug?
I just need a hug. Hi, bitch. I had to do it. That was so mean. Oh, shit. Is that war to get my ass beat?
No, we just know Shazam gonna come back next week harder.
look.
I like that though, love.
That is actually really good.
That's a good one because love matters. I guess I feel like you should automatically know I love you, but I never asked my friend how do you need to be like make. That's a good question.
You know what? And I think we actually take that for granted because, like you just said, I feel like my friends should automatically know that I love them. And like I have a really good friend. I call her my boo face. and she's also a therapist. And one day we were just in this casual conversation, and she was asking me something very serious. And before I started, she was like, "And be nice." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And then it really like got me to thinking, like, how was I really going to deliver that? And when she said that, I was like, maybe I need to be nice more often. And not just nice, but like, no, she didn't say be nice. She said be kind. And I was like, oh.
You too assertive.
Yeah, she was like, basically she was like, wrap it up nice and put a bow on it.
Yeah.
And
tell the truth, don't be so harsh.
Right. And
Sweet baby, you need to leave him. My bitch.
But sometimes we take how we naturally are, either at face value or for granted, and we also have to consider that the people who are in our lives, they need something different.
That's
and when
true.
they ask for something different, we have to be willing to give it. Because I could have just given it to her how I normally would have, and then that would have been the same thing as what you were saying, like, you don't care about my feelings.
That's a damn good example. I needed this conversation, y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Problem.
I might call, I might not.
That's
You know,
fine.
Dr. Jackie and Simone took forever to talk.
Wait, how we say that? I'll consider it.
Look, I take it into consideration.
Don't call me. I'll call you.
Let me get left on red. I really hope this bless somebody, because like you know, sometimes you just need a little word of encouragement. Left on red, you guys, will we invite you all openers in to our conversation. You could ask any questions, send a letter, need advice. We're going to be open and honest. Clearly, we are, but we might wrap it with a bow sometimes. I might need to do that. I might be too direct. But how you can send us letters, you can email us at openrelationshippodcast@gmail.com, or you go to our website at openrelationshippodcast.com and click send a letter button. The letter. So I've been dating this guy, and he was constantly asking for money, and that ultimately broke us up. But I'm open to supporting my partner, but not enabling bad habits or aiding to poor money management. How do I handle this going into another relationship? Ooh, this is deep, honey.
I would say, I would offer just thinking about things differently. So instead of supporting my partner, I would think about supporting our relationship. And so, like, there are people out there who get into relationships to be supported.
Girl.
And you have to be aware of that. You have to be cautious of that, unless you want to support your partner. But if you're saying that I don't want to support poor money management and I don't want to enable bad habits, then it doesn't sound like you want to support your partner in that way, right? But maybe you want to support the relationship because you need things as well. And so, like, if this person is working and they have things going, if they have a circumstance that happens and you want to see your partner and, you give your partner some money so that they can come see you or whatever, that's different. But if you're like, and they use the word constantly asking for money. Like, for my relationship, how are you adding value to, for our relationship, how are you adding value to our relationship? If you are constantly, essentially, if this is the pot, and we have money here, right? And so this is what we have. Actually, I would give you that. So you put that in there. I'm gonna put this in here, right? And then this is our relationship. Ask for some money. I said ask for some money.
Oh, damn.
Assertive.
Can I have some money?
How much you need?
$3.
Right? So there's $3.
Can I have some money?
How much you need?
$2.
How much you need?
5. Empty.
Yeah.
You
At
emptied
some
your
point,
bucket, yeah.
I'm going to run out of the desire to keep giving.
Mm-hmm. Damn, you said it for me.
Okay.
That's how I feel.
Right.
I really feel like I like how you broke that down. If I really loved you, I'm gonna say that. If I'm in it for the long run, I would be like, you know what, babe? I'm gonna hire you a financial planner because you are spending money, you get paid, you make whatever, but you live like you make $8 an hour versus what you make. So let's just see what we can cut back and see what we can save. Do you really need this? If say you go out to drink on weekend, you spend like $500. You really need $500 a weekend to have a good time. Instead of you buying 3 bottles at the club, buy one. Let's just see what we can scale back on. Then if that don't work, then I'm done. Because at least I can say I tried to help you. Like, I pay for it. I pay for the counseling, whatever you need. But I want you, this is how we're going to work to be better for us. This is how I can support you moving forward. It's not fair you spend all your money, you come to me, I have it.
Right.
That's not going to work all the time.
For me, it's the bad habits that I'm not supporting. I will walk you through it to see how we could, overcome this hurdle for you. But for poor money management, I'm a very big budgeter. Excel sheets. I know how much my bills are a month. Like, I'm gonna show you, and I don't mind, like, pulling up my Excel sheet and showing you how I operate my life every month. And it's work. Like, I also work in finance, so it works hand in hand. But like, some people just don't know the importance, I cannot talk today, of money. So you just have to really just lay it out for them. That's a really good example too. Like, hey, this is our pot. Once it's gone, I'm done.
And what I have for myself, come I was giving money for you. When do I need something?
And even yours too. Like, hey, so I ain't got no money, but here's a counseling that I'll pay for, so you get better.
And you mentioned a budget. I dated a Virgo who had all of their bills on a spreadsheet, and I was terrified of that damn thing because I was like, ugh. And I was a poor money manager. Like, I had money, but I just didn't manage it well. And then from just observing, I think that's another thing that enriches relationships, when you have the opportunity to observe someone who manages their money well and you want to do better. And so that could also be another tell about your relationship. Like, if they observe you and you're doing well and you're managing your money well, and they have the ability to observe you and they still don't want to improve their circumstances, then that kind of lets you know where you guys are. But I also want to bring up, like, Wendy Williams. Wendy Williams went on this whole thing about Tabitha Brown and her husband, right? And I'm not saying this is the same situation, but it was when, Tabitha went on and did that amazing, I don't know if we can call it a read, but she was basically talking about how they negotiated who was going to take the lead in the relationship because they were working on different things at different times. And the husband sacrificed his goals to allow her to be where she is. Now, they're not talking about poor money management. They weren't talking about poor or bad habits. But, if in a relationship, those are some things to consider as well. If I am striving to do some things, are you willing to sacrifice so that we can work towards this goal? And then once this is established, then we can start working on your goals.
I think that's true. That's the definition of partnership.
Exactly.
Like, if I believe in my partner and I know they can do it, they just need to focus on that, I'm going to support you. But now when it's my turn.
Okay.
I'll be like, what you mean? But that was a good episode openers, but we got to go.
That was quick.
I know it was. We beat like 5 minutes ago.
I know. That felt like a quick hour.
I know. They said they want 2. What you got to do.
I like that.
All right, openers. Thank you for coming and joining the 3 of us, 4 in spirit, as we swallowed hard topics and spit difference of opinions.
See you next week.